Guys, I hope you all are doing well today. I just want to take a few minutes. This isn't going to be a very long video, but I just want to take a few minutes to keep talking about the when clauses that we looked at on Tuesday. So if you have your student book, we're going to look at page 72. Page 72 in the student book where it says adverb clauses and where it's talking about clauses using when. So on Tuesday, we talked a little bit about these. We talked about how when clauses tell us the time that something happens. So we know that when refers to time. So these are clauses that instead of giving us a time like 2 o'clock or Monday, they tell us a situation when you do something. So the first example here says, when I have a lot to do, I make a to-do list. So the time that you make a to-do list is in the situation when I have a lot to do. Similarly, the second sentence says, when she feels tired, she takes a break. So when tells us the time. In the situation that she feels tired, she will take a break. Now this full first part is the when clause. So the whole small sentence. When I have a lot to do. All of that is the when clause. When she feels tired. All of that is the when clause. Now, in both of these situations, this when clause can also be moved to the end of the sentence. So we have those two examples down below. The first one says, I make a to-do list when I have a lot to do. So that when I have a lot to do just moves to the end of the sentence. The next one, she takes a break when she feels tired. So, where is it? There it is. When all of that gets moved to the end of the sentence. Now these mean the exact same thing. So you can put the when clause at the beginning of the sentence or the end of the sentence. It does not matter. It does not change the meaning of the sentence at all. It just depends on which part of it you want to tell first. So as you are practicing these, you can decide if you want to put the when clause at the beginning or the end of the sentence. Now, let's look a little bit below that and let's look at number 2 where it says practice. So, that is very hard to see. We won't fold it. Here we go. Number 2 where it says practice. The title of this says tips for managing your time. This word tips just means advice. So advice for managing your time. Something that can help you have good control of your time. So let's look at the instructions. They say write the sentences. Or, excuse me, it says write, combine the sentences. So combine means you're going to take two things and make them one thing. So one of the benefits, one of the reasons we use when clauses is because they help us make longer, more complex sentences. So instead of having two short sentences, we can have one longer, more complex sentence. So this step is helping us practice that, helping us practice making longer, more complex sentences. So, number 1, the two small sentences, oh, you can't see that. The two small sentences say, you have many things to do, make a to-do list. So for this exercise, you are just going to copy the sentences into the correct blanks. So there are two blanks. So the first sentence goes in the first blank, the second sentence goes in the second blank. So it makes the new sentence, when you have many things to do, make a to-do list. So it's a longer, more complex sentence. And then the last step says circle the adverb clause. When we say adverb clause, we mean the when clause, that when clause. So you just circle which clause uses when. So I want you to do this for homework. You're just going to copy the sentences into the correct blank, circle the clause that uses when. It may be at the beginning or the end of the sentence. And then I want you to just read through them out loud. I want you to practice hearing the full sentence. Hear what it sounds like all together as one long, complex sentence. Now, when you have finished that homework, I want you to send it to me. I have not gotten any of the other homework, so I haven't gotten any homework from Tuesday yet. So I want you to take the time, finish that work from Tuesday, and do number 2 on page 72. Work on both of those for homework over the weekend, and send me the work when you are done. I am also going to send you some information where you can be practicing vocabulary using Burlington English. So you'll have your when clause homework and be practicing Burlington English so that you can get used to the vocabulary. Now, I know some of you are very busy. I know you have a lot on your plate and you're working and you have family. And I know that it's a weird time. So do what you are able to do. And don't worry if you don't get to everything. Just do what you can, and I will look over it, and I'll give you some feedback, and we can talk about it. And then hopefully I will see you again soon. So take care, stay safe, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.